Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're out in my shed on a miserably, dreadfully rainy day. There's no power in here. And we're taking a look at a couple of machines that I just picked up a couple weeks ago for the hard to argue with price of completely free. Both of them, totally free. Came out of a youth center. She said they're not working properly. And we just got a foosball table and an air hockey table and no one plays them. We just need them gone. Say no more. I'm on my way. So I've plugged both of them in once just to see what's going on. It looked like Pacman is just showing garbage on the screen. It's not working. The screen's looking like it's kind of going in and out of vertical fold over. I'll show you what I'm talking about. And the circuit board inside definitely has had some repairs done by somebody. Quite a few extensive repairs. Anyway, and back here, what have we got back here? We've got a Marvel Vs Capcom. Very nice, very nice. I mean, for free? Yeah, okay. We didn't have anywhere to put them, so we dragged them into the shed here. Actually, my friend helped me on a tractor get them in here because it's very squishy out there right now. Very tough to move anything on this grass with a dolly. You're just going to sink right in. Yeah, it's yeah, it's squishy out there, folks. So I've brought my extension cable over from my house. I didn't realize when I put these machines in here that there was no power in here, but fear not. Let's, I think we'll start with Pacman today. Let's plug that sucker in and see what we got, eh? I wanted to quickly come and have a look around the back here. Well, we've got the back door off. See what we're dealing with. Oh, yeah. It's monitor-wise here. We've got a Wells Gardner K4600 looks like, and that explains exactly the symptoms I was seeing with the vertical fold over that's kind of fading. These 4600s were interesting because they tried to make it easier to replace when you're having issues. Basically, instead of having all of the parts just on one non-serviceable circuit board, see what they've done is they've put a couple of cards on here that are removable. One of these controls, I'm sure to get this light in here, your brightness and whatnot, and the one is your horizontal and vertical. And so the theory was if you were having monitor problems, you would be able to just kind of swap one of those cards out and carry on your way. It was a cool idea. But unfortunately, it's ended up causing issues down the road because the way it's connected with these connectors here, those can start to give you grief over time. And then you're going to start to get issues. And over here's the circuit board. And you can kind of see what I was talking about, that it's had some extensive repairs done here by somebody. Don't really know what is happening right now with that. Wow. Okay. Oh man. Okay. So this is a bit messy, guys. I really hate trying to pick up someone else's work. It was working. I mean, there's one obvious problem here. There's a wire that's come detached. One of their bodge repair wires. Of course, I don't know what that wire was for, but we're gonna have to figure all that out. But for now, I'd say let's plug it in. I'll show you what she's doing. Okay? Yeah, I know. I had a very friendly suggestion on my last video that I need to get a tripod. And I did have a tripod, which I bought exactly for making these videos, and my kids played with it, and then I never saw it again. So I'm gonna have to buy another one, okay? In fact, I'm moving soon, and so I'm trying to get some of my projects kind of finished up, because the less stuff I need to move to the new place, the better. So we've got her plugged in. Let's pop the release switch on the back and fire it up and see what we see. We have, oh, see what I mean, that vertical collapse. Tell we've got some loose connections in there somewhere, right? So, no big deal. It can be, anything can be fixed, guys, anything can be fixed. But yeah, we've got garbage. We've got hot garbage on the screen. Alright, so that's not great to run it like that. That can burn a line in your screen, so we'll pop that off. And that's what we're looking at, okay? So where do we start with that? Well, one of the very first things I want to quickly do is just give these cards on the monitor chassis here a quick wiggle in their connector just to make sure they're seated in there nicely. Because that's this connector. Right? This is your XY card. This one here. This is controlling your vertical and horizontal output. So if we're having vertical collapse like you saw, it's probably that one. And of course the little piece just came falling out. I don't know what that was. Because looks like a part of a little plastic piece of one of the connectors. One thing you'll find on these 4900s, or 4600s, sorry, is that the width coil is almost always snapped off. Because it's basically impossible to work on the chassis without breaking that. Well, I say that. What I do is I desolder it from the board. I just leave it there. I just desolder the wires. When you do find one that hasn't snapped off, don't even mess with it. Just do not touch it. You're gonna break it. Just leave it alone. Yeah, so I'm willing to bet just wiggling it around like I did probably has helped a lot in terms of the vertical fold over the monitor was having. You saw just a little bit of wiggling. Our picture is not good, but it's stable now. Right? Almost. But all we're looking at is garbage. Anybody tell me why? Well, inside here, oh, we don't have the key for that. All right. It's not really nice condition, this machine. It's been painted, the coin door's been cleaned up. It's beautiful. It's got a funky little third-party control panel overlay. And it's got a button added, so it looks like they've added a speed mod to it. Yeah. So you're getting a frozen screen with just garbage. Could be a couple things. One, there exists a dip switch that freezes the image for whatever reason. That could be on for some reason. Also, it could just be a bad Z80 processor, wherever it is in there. So we'll check all the usual suspects, and I'm curious also about that wire that seems to go nowhere. It probably should go somewhere. But man, this board's a mess. So we're gonna have to take this out to work on it. Okay, so I now kind of have an idea of parts I need to order for Pacman. Be ordering up a new cap kit for the monitor, and while I'm working on the monitor, I'll bring the PCB out and poke around with that as well. But while I'm in my shed, let's also just take a quick look at Marvel Vs Capcom here, because when I tried this one out, it does work, but the monitor is very, very sad. Very sad. Very sad, you guys, very sad. You'll see what I mean when I turn this on. Okay, I did bring my drill because I want to get a look at this monitor. I'm pretty sure there should be a K7000 in here, which is like the best monitor. Easy to work on, parts available, very reliable once they're rebuilt. Just the cream of the crop. Mwah, magnificent. I might end up keeping that monitor. Don't know what we're doing with this yet, but let's quickly plug this one in and see what it does to you. Okay, we're all plugged in, so it's a tiny little workspace I've got in here. Let's switch her on and you'll see what I mean. It does seem to be working, but this monitor, this poor monitor needs some attention. So if I can at least kind of get an idea of what sort of parts I need to order for these two machines, I can get my order in. It's pretty dim, pretty dark. Yeah, especially like half the screen here is very dark, you see. So it's definitely got some issues as well. It's interesting because normally the little remote adjustment board is in here, so this machine has, you know, had a rough life. It's been a few different games in its lifetime. These are great cabinets that got a drawer that just comes right out, gives you access to everything right here. So may as well pop that open. Maybe there's an adjustment board in there. I know that's easier said than done, just popping it open, because I don't have the keys for any of these things. So we're gonna go in through the back. We were gonna need to get this off of here anyway. It needs to be stripped anyway. That's weird. Yeah. That was the wrong screw in there. Oh, I need this. This is tough in here. This sucks working in this place. What's in here? Yeah, you know, that sure looks like a Walls Gardner K7000 to me. And I mean, that's a pretty best case scenario, because I mean, these are the best monitor you can ask for. It's as good as it gets here, folks. Not to mention just getting some working CPS2 hardware for free, man, that's insane. That doesn't happen, so. It's just a lucky day all around, okay? So immediately my thoughts are, where is the remote board for this monitor? They must be at under the control panel there. What else is in there? Let's see, a bag of some stuff over there. Some shady looking characters. I hate reaching into these things before I've had a chance to clean them out, because I've definitely found some gnarly looking, black widowy looking spiders, but I don't have the keys to access that front control panel, so the only way to get in there is either drilling out the locks, which I'll have to do eventually, but for now I'm just gonna have to reach in there. It sucks. I think that's all that's holding that in there. Just the two. Yeah, nice. We're in. So that's, oh, it's feet. Cool. That is actually very handy. I was wondering where those were. Wonder no more. These are cool machines. They are easy to work on. They slide right out, I think, anyway. The last one I had slid out. Don't they? Well, I don't remember how to make it slide out. They might have bolted it down with the CPS2, but anyway. Doesn't really answer my question of where is the monitor remote. Left, all new joystick switches, August 02. So that, I guess, is the last time this thing's been worked on. But, okay. The remote's down here somewhere. Follow these wires. Has it just been dangling down there? Is it a dangler? It's a dangler. There she is, everyone. So let's see if that gets us anywhere. Let's check this out from the front so we can see what we're doing. I think it's got more issues than just adjustments. It looks like the flyback's on its way out. About a half a dark image like that, but let's see. It's real nice condition. This is great hardware. This thing itself is worth a good couple $100, and I already have one. So I don't know if I'm going to keep it for a spare or what I'm going to do with it. So see, we've got black level contrast. That's mainly what I'm looking at here. Brighten it up a bit. Okay, so what I'm going to do is turn that down. I have to turn up the flyback a little bit. That's never been adjusted. It's still glued on from the factory, see? But it's old. There we go. See, right here when I turn the brightness up, you got these lines here. This is what's called jail bars. And that's a telltale sign that you need some fresh capacitors, but it's not actually that bad, you know. I think we're gonna get somewhat usable. There's the vertical size, and the black level down. Yeah, I think we could turn the flyback up a little more still. Let's just call it a placebo effect. But I feel better about this when it's not running. I'm going to turn this up a little bit more. That was quite a bit. That should give us big ugly trace lines. Still nothing, huh? That thing was quite low. Yeah. It ain't the prettiest, but it works. Let's try it. Can you see? Volume's low. Turn that up. Yeah. I got no jump. Up's not working. That's okay, I can beat him without jumping. Yeah. Yeah! Still got it. Yeah, yeah. So that's cool. This one's good to go. Totally working. New light bulb. Recap the monitor just because it deserves it. Alright. So, I'm gonna go order some parts from my good friends over at Arcade Parts and Repair, and in the next video we will recap this monitor. We will hopefully get Pacman working. We'll recap that monitor as well and clean up those ugly connectors. And we'll see if we can't get both of these guys working in the next video, alright? So thanks for watching. Stay tuned.